Sports.com.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Palmer's Cardinals going up against Manning's Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey as we say hello to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. That's fielded in the end zone. A beautiful fake. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First down is Manning. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up second down. Offensively, the starters for the New York Giants, and one guy that's definitely hoping to stay on the field more this year, Victor Cruz.
And they would love to have him on the field. Just 6 games played over the last 2 seasons, starting with that horrific knee injury. And then he came back last year, had a calf injury that sidelined him for most of the season. He's trying to get back in form, and the Giants would love to see that.
Throwing is Manning on third down. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Marcus Golden with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Ross on the return. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 27 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. They go screenplay with Jennings. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way, and boy, he can get hurt. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says more. And really, he's just one of those guys that once he gets going, look out.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. To the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Again, they'll throw with Manning. That's caught at the 2. Only 2 yards on the completion at 2nd down. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
Well, maybe a little of both. Will tie the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
Just looking at from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go for it. It's Manning. This will be caught at about the 5. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On the ground, this is Johnson.
Partner, I know we're supposed to be impartial and not rude, but be honest. Weren't you excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year?
Yeah, NFL record 15 straight games at the century mark. Disappointingly, though, couldn't get that clean sweep, just 44 yards in the Cardinals' finale after he was forced to exit with a knee injury.
But how about the way he broke out in 2016? One of the stars of the future in the NFL.
And defensively, going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's
you know
go.
I like to do that randomly.
Do
AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they had been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year, they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And on 2nd and 10 now. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. 2nd and 10 now, and it's Palmer. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Jennings. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Again, it's Johnson. And some room to roam now. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 11. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
So they go play action with Palmer. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, it's Palmer. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On second down, Palmer. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Palmer on third and long. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Here we go. Blue 58.
Final play of the half. It's Palmer. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams. So your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and minicamps. You get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't... one that took it all the way to the house, but boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. On 3rd down, Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. 2 veterans there, Palmer to Fitzgerald. 51 yards.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
Red zone opportunity. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Palmer being chased out left. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he's probably... And that is caught! Touchdown, Cardinals! Jermaine Gresham, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Palmer looking to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Manning now on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the second straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. Throwing is Manning. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's Jennings. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Throwing is Manning on third down. Cruz has it over the middle. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This one from 35 yards away. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Manning, gotta have this one. And this is incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So out now come the Cardinals. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
He was brought down by Devon Kennard. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. Room here to run. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there?
And he fights his way in, not giving up, and it's a Cardinal touchdown. David Johnson taking it in from a yard out, and the Cardinals will extend their lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Try again on 2nd down. He's going to sling. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
2nd down following the incompletion. They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Over the middle to Beckham. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones up to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run now with Jennings. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 4th quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and...
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading
the big fella. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
What's often built into passing games, without actually stating it, is rack yardage, run after catch, because they expect receivers to make a catch and make someone miss. And how about the broken tackle cause there that allowed for the big pickup of yardage?
His throw incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Oh, Palmer looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
There you go, play action with Palmer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.